Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Are They Ready for a Relationship? Before we start the reading though, a few announcements. So those of you who heard my last video may have heard that I am starting a second channel called Light of Ascension Tarot. And I'll leave the link to that second channel in the description box for those of you that want to subscribe to my second channel. And my second channel is basically for spiritual messages, life guidance, general life guidance, and tarot mediumship readings, okay? And on that channel, there's not really going to be extended readings. It's going to be more of a spiritual tarot readings and funny, quirky tarot readings as well. Power Moon Tarot, this channel is going to continue to be love readings, 18+ reading, pick a cards, etc. So for those of you that would like to follow me over to Light of Ascension Tarot, I will drop that link for you in the description box so you can follow me on my other channels. So thank you so much for being here, guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do that are in my description box. We will be having an extended reading for today's reading. And in the extended reading, you can find the link to Vimeo and in my description box again. And we will be going to Vimeo to get 18+ in the Vimeo reading. We will be looking at the sexual energy, what they want to do to you using the dirty little grab bag, what their motivations are, and then advice from your guides, okay? So we'll get into it on the extended reading, everybody. And for those of you that are interested in purchasing my oracle decks, the dirty little grab bag, or soul messages, there's a link in my description box for how to do that. All right, everybody. And the dirty little grab bag is really fun. It's really naughty. And for those of you that are curious about it, I have, if you go a couple videos down, scroll a couple videos down, you'll see where I do a walkthrough of the entire card deck as well, if you're wondering about it before you purchase it, okay? So let's go ahead and look at today's reading. So for today's reading, we have 3 piles. We have pile number 1 with the beautiful rose quartz for my wonderful pile number 1. We have Labradorite for pile number 2, this gorgeous piece of Labradorite. And for pile number 3, we have a piece of Selenite, which I am just really drawn to today. I'm really into this Selenite. I like it a lot. Really energy clearing. Okay, and each pile has a link in the description box, so you can go to pile number 1, pile 2, or pile 3, whatever pile you're drawn to. Take a deep breath. Focus on the person that you have in mind. Focus on your intention and listen to that very soft voice inside your head, that soft voice of intuition whispering to you which pile to choose, okay? Sometimes when I watch readings, I go based on the timestamp and the number. If I like the number, I'll choose that reading. So many different ways to kind of follow your intuition, follow your guidance. You can also use these stones to pick your pile as well too. These stones are really gorgeous and they all carry energy as well. So you can totally use the stones as well, whichever one is like visually grabbing you to kind of go into your pile, okay? And of course you can watch more than one pile. And if you're having a hard time picking, you can definitely test the piles too. Listen to the first, 5 minutes of each pile. And then if it doesn't resonate, move on to the next one. And normally I don't always suggest that, but sometimes, we all have our off days, right? Where we're just not. And it might be that you need to hear a message because there's a couple things in it, but the entire message is not necessarily for you. But or the whole entire thing, right? It's a general reading, so take it as it resonates. But, and even if a reading isn't for you, exactly, it can still be really powerful to hear. And there is a chance that it could be for somebody in your life who is close to you as well, okay? So that's why we always say like, share, and subscribe, because the sharing part is important too. If you feel you hear a message that is for a friend or a loved one and you'd like to share that with them and they're open to it, that can be really great as well. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm so excited to start your reading today. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Finally, we have sunshine and no rain. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we will begin. Okay, let's do it, everybody. Let's dial it in. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Rose Quartz, and today's reading is called, Are They Ready for a Relationship? We're going to look at what they're working on right now, where they're at emotionally, and are you also ready for a relationship? Pile number 1. So we're going to look at all of that, and then we are going to take it to Vimeo, and we're going to take it to the 18 plus Vimeo reading. And we're going to be looking at what they want to do to you. And we're going to be using the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the dirty little grab bag, and we're going to see what they like about you, what their motivations towards you are, and advice from your guides. 4:20 on my clock right now, pile number 1. Lucky you. All right. Woo. And as I said that, a dog barked. Not my dog, a different dog. So isn't life funny? Isn't life grand? Pile number 1. It's a beautiful life. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, connect me with pile number 1 and their beautiful, gorgeous energy, their higher selves, the higher self of their person who they came here for, Spirit. Send me to your wisdom, pour it over me like warm honey, like standing under a waterfall. Open my crown chakra to the messages. Okay, pile number 1. Let's do it, my babies. Let's get into it. So, is your person ready for a relationship? Ready, set, go. Let's do it. We have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. I'm just going to get out some of the oracle cards here, and then we'll take a look in general. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Our song, torture, okay? Fierce, untamed, and ready. Expect an apology, okay? Retreat. I felt like this card was going to come up. Interference. Addiction, okay? Starfish. I also felt like this card was going to come up too. We have the North Node, or your destiny. We also have that with the Akashic record. And our song here, we have 11th house and interference. We have the stars. Okay, so we have the star twice here. We have the starfish and the star card. All right, and we have 2 of Pentacles. And we have detach. Okay, this is like the justice card in this deck. And a lot of air energy. We have a lot of Aquarius, and we have a lot of Libra energy here too. Aquarius, we have the 11th house, Libra, air sign energy, okay? We also have Scorpionic energy here too, I feel. The sky's the limit. Anything is possible. There are no limits, okay? So, and then we have untamed, fierce, and ready. Okay, so I do feel like somebody here wants to be ready, all right? I do feel like your person definitely feels a strong pull to you, a magnetic pull, pile number 1. I feel like, you know, they know that you're part of their destiny. They know that, you know, I think they really want to be ready. That's what I'm seeing here. Fierce, untamed, and ready, okay? And the sky's the limit. And our song and conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So I think this person is trying to make changes in their life right now, pile number 1, because, you know, they've been going back and forth on something here, all right? They have felt tortured. They have been dealing with their own internal interference, is what I feel. And sometimes this person is out of reach, and, you know, you feel like, you're like, well, where did they go, right? Because we were kind of going along on a good path here, right? The star here, we have the star twice and the North Node here, but then all of a sudden it's like, well, where did they go, right? What happened? Which is probably why you're on this reading going, is this person ready for a relationship, right? But I think that this person has been, you know, they've had some interference And for some of you, it could be an external party that is interfering here. I feel like some of them may have an ex that has an addiction or still needs their help for some reason. All right, that's just for some of you. I do feel that though, okay? And I do think that this person, we have expect an apology, 6 of Cups here. I do feel like this person's gonna, hey, say this situation is coming to an end. If they have somebody in their life, whether it's an ex, a family member, somebody that's struggling, that they're trying to help, or they themselves are trying to help, I do feel like this situation, with enough time here, is going to turn around. And I do feel like you are going to hear from this person. I do think they're going to let you know, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been around. You know, I'm sorry I haven't been around you. And you mean a lot to me, because we have our song here. All right. And I do feel that this person feels this relationship is part of their life path or part of their destiny, or they could see that with you, pile number 1, okay? And with the 11th house here, there could be interference from friends. They could have a friend right now that is really in need of their help, or somebody who's not taking very good care of themselves that's around them right now. And I think it's causing, it's causing them some interference here, all right? And that's my dog sneezing in the background, in case you were wondering. Dog sneezes sound like human sneezes. For those of you that have dogs, you probably know that, okay? I love the name Stella. It says La Estrella on here, which isn't that the Spanish name for star? I think they have it here in different, like the French name, the German name, the Spanish name, but I love this, okay? And a lot of Aquarius energy, a lot of needing to detach and see this situation for what it is. And they're definitely, with the starfish here, there's a lot of hope. I also feel like your person may spread themselves too thin at times, pile number 1. They're just spreading themselves a little bit too thin in their life. And I think that they believe that things are going to be easier than they actually are. And then they end up having to deal with a lot, okay? It's like they go into things thinking it's not going to be that big of a deal, and they can just help a friend out, or they can just help out a family member, and it won't be that big of a deal, but it ends up taking a lot of their time, effort, or energy, okay? And I do feel like this person is going to come to you and say, hey, look, I am sorry I've been so distracted, and I want to talk to you, and I want to talk about us, or talk about what could be possible for us in the future. Okay, so I think this person is wanting to be ready. Pile number 1. Whew. Now watch I have my windows open, so watch my dog get in a bark off with the neighborhood dog, okay? They're going to start barking at each other. Do any of you have dogs that do the same? Right? Okay, so I'm also getting the name Chris. So for those of you that have a Chris in your life, or you're a Chris, or they're a Chris, or you have a brother, sister, friend, etc., I am getting that name, okay? And I do feel like this person wants to be ready. I'm also seeing somebody that wears like a wallet chain, all right? Like a wallet chain, like from the 90s, how people would wear wallet chains, like a skater boy type of a thing. All right, so wouldn't you know it, the 3 of Swords just fell out of my hand here. And, and some of you are going to say, well, that's a bad omen. And I do feel like, there's no bad cards in the tarot, but I do feel like some of you are going to look, I think some of you have been looking at the signs of what's been going on here, and you've been like, well, I want to believe that this could be a good relationship, but I've had a lot of signs or a lot of omens that it's not going to be a good relationship, all right? And some of you guys could have, in pile number 1, could have retreated and pulled back from this as well. Some of you guys may have had your own friends that have said, are you sure this is the connection that you want? Are you sure that this is something that you want to be in, okay? And I'm seeing the letters N-I-A-N, all right? N-I-A-N. And I'm also seeing, and I also see ski, all right? Ski. So for those of you that like to ski, or your person likes to ski or snowboard, is what I'm feeling, all right? But I think that it's, it's like, I feel your uneasiness a little bit here, pile number one, because it's like, I feel like some of you have seen the signs here and you're like, I don't know, you know, and I feel like, and I get you, because I feel like there's some things here that this person is showing that they may, but you know, the magician just tried to flip out of my hand here. I think this person is going to try to show you that they have what it takes, that they've been distracted, they've been dealing with other situations, but they are going to turn this around and that they have what it takes, okay? I think they're going to try to show you that I want to show you, baby, that I love you, right? But I feel like, and I think love's a bit of a strong word right now. I feel like for some of you, this is newer energy here. And so that might be a little bit of a strong word, but I do feel like this person wants to start a new chapter with you. Yeah, they want to like be like, can we just start off in a whole other chapter? Can we just pretend like that didn't happen? Can we just reset this entirely? We have the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. So they're just wanting to kind of reset everything and start over with you is what I feel like, pile number one. They're like, they're like, I wish I could take back, you know, some of the things that I did or said here. And I don't feel like, I just feel like it was more of a them pulling back type of an energy, pile number one. I feel like some of you guys need to kind of get more Aquarian or more Libra-like about how you look at this in a way, because you need to kind of also pull your energy back a little bit too, detach a little bit, keep having fun, keep enjoying your life. Pile number one is what I also feel like I'm getting here, all right, from Spirit. So let's go ahead and see. Is this person, are they ready for a relationship? Are they ready for a relationship, Spirit? Oh, look at that, Justice. And we have it twice here. And I was just talking about Libra energy. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like this person is trying to make the right decisions in their life right now. I think they're trying to, if they have had any issues with addiction or energies that have been pulling them down or pulling their attention away, or friends, etc. I do feel like this person is trying to cut off those influences now. I feel like they realize that it just is going to bring them pain. And at the end of the day, I mean, this person, this is a lot of ones and zeros, right? Because the Magician is 1, the Wheel of Fortune is 10, and Justice is 11. So this is a lot of ones and zeros, ones and zeros. It's a lot of data, and I think your person is getting a lot of information, mental body here about, you know, what needs to go forward, what can go forward with them, and what needs to stay in the past, okay? And I do think this person is trying to, they want to be ready for a relationship. And I think they're realizing that their current path is not producing the results that they want, okay, is what I feel. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I always say that Justice is the mentor to the Queen of Swords, okay? So your person is really learning their lesson about this situation that they were in the past, about some heartbreak or some major lesson having to do with love, okay? And they are wanting to mix things up, start over. They're wanting to, you know, cut things off with certain people if necessary. And there may be a particular air sign woman, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, that this person is looking to cut their energy off from. And some of you guys might be like, well, I am an air sign woman. And it's like, well, have you been a good boy or a bad girl, you know? Right? Pile number one. And I think that this person has been with enough. You know, they've seen enough, they've been through it all, and you know, and there's this raw energy with them where I feel like they're kind of sick of it, okay? They're wanting to meet their destiny here, and some of them are needing a little bit of time alone to focus, time alone to be in nature, time to just kind of deal with their own self. But I do think that this person is wanting to be ready for a relationship. I feel like they're going to make the necessary calls here with Justice and the Queen of Swords to cut something off or cut. And it doesn't have to be another relationship. It could be, you know, just something that's sapping their energy. The Two of Cups turned over in this deck and was just shuffling upright. So it looks like it wanted to come out too. All right. So you know, and I think there's this kind of energy of, well, where do we go from here, right? Like, we started something, you know, there was still something else going on here. Like, where do we go from here, right? And I see that is kind of, that energy is kind of coming out here, pile number one. So you both, I do think, you know, you're both looking at each other like, yeah, you could be my partner. Yeah, this could be something cool. This could be something awesome, right? But it's like, where do we go from here, okay? So pile number one, are you ready for a relationship, pile number one? Let's go ahead and see. Is pile number one, are you ready for a relationship, pile number one? Okay, well, lucky for you, this situation has been on and off because with, this is another Libra card here, the Four of Swords. We're really doubling down on that Libra energy. I mean, I think you guys are like being with someone rather than alone, but I think that this time has been very, very good for you, very healing, and I think it's allowed you to align with your destiny, all right? And yeah, I do think you've been somewhat wistful. You've been somewhat wistful about the things that you've had to let go, but I feel like your energy is on the uptick here, pile number one, and I feel like you've needed to take this time. Let's see, is pile number one. And I just heard, yeah, you are ready for a relationship, but only to the extent that it doesn't harm your mental peace, okay? Like it doesn't take away from your own mental peace here. What else for pile number one, Spirit? Yeah, here we go. You're like, I am not walking in darkness anymore. I am standing up and taking the blindfold off. And this is another Libra card right here too, with the Two of Swords. And it's like, you know, I'm going to see things for what they are. I'm going to be calm and peaceful in my mind. I don't want, you know, I want my happiness and I don't want anything to interrupt that. So if you interrupt my peace, my flow, my happiness, my joy, then it's not for me, okay? And I do think that this could have been nagging on you a little bit because I do think that it kind of interrupted that, you know, for a hot second, pile number one, okay? And I think that you might have even had your own reservations, okay? Is pile number one ready for a relationship? Yeah, I think you are though. I really do. But, you know, this person, they need to start drawing some lines in the sand. It's funny because I know this guy and I don't think he'll ever watch this, so I'll just say his name. His name is Aaron. Okay, so if anyone here is an Aaron in this situation, take this double, but whether you're an E or an A, Aaron. But anyway, he would do all these things for other people all the time, and he would just run himself ragged, and he'd be doing things for everybody, the guy down the street, the girl down the street, etc. And it was impossible to kind of ever catch him on a good energy day because it was like all this interference from him doing all these things for different people. And yeah, it was really nice of him to do that, but I couldn't imagine ever someone really wanting to be that guy's partner because it's like, okay, like he's constantly like getting, you know, he's not really focusing, all right? And it's cool to do things for other people, right? But, you know, that's why we have the Justice card and the Queen of Swords, because it's like we have to get real, right, about how we're spending our time and energy. So I think you guys in pile number one, I think, you know, you are ready for a relationship, I feel here. But not to the extent that it ruins your peace, destroys your peace, makes you worry, makes you upset, makes you sit alone on the couch with a bunch of chips, crackers, cheese, snacks, etc., downing glasses of wine, okay? Not to the extent that it takes you to, you know, a place that you don't, you know, while wine may be yummy, it's like, you know, it's not like something that you need to do every other night because you're worrying about this situation or this person, okay? And so I think clearly, yes, you could be ready for a relationship as well, pile number one, but only if it's clear, concise, and doesn't, you know, and doesn't cause you to kind of engage in unhealthy habits is also what I feel, all right? So that is what I am getting, pile number one. Now we are going to go ahead and take it to the extended reading, and we're going to find out how this person is feeling sexually. I'm getting the name John as well. John, Johnny, Jonathan. Okay, so J names. We will take this to the extended reading. We will be looking at the dirty little grab bag. We're going to look at what they're into sexually, and we're going to look at their motivations towards you right now and what they like about you, pile number one, and then advice from your guides, okay? So join me on the extended reading, pile number one, and thank you for being here, my lovelies. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number twos. Woo, I'm loving this candle today. I'm really loving it. Let's get into it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the Labradorite, and I love this stone. It's so beautiful. Signifies the northern lights. If you look at it in a certain light, you can see it glow, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like the neon lights, all right? Or the northern lights, the neon lights. It looks like the northern lights, okay, and neon. So let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number twos. Now, we are asking, are they ready for a relationship? We're going to look at what they're working on, where they're at emotionally, and pile number two, are you ready for a relationship, okay? It's always helpful to ask ourselves that as well. And we will be taking it to the extended reading, following the reading, and we're going to find out what they're into sexually, what they want to do, what they like, what their motivations are, and advice from your guides, pile number two, okay? Ooh, that just fell out. I want to hear you moan, okay? So we'll go ahead and take a look at the dirty little grab bag, my pile number twos in the extended reading if you want to follow me to my Vimeo channel. Please and thank you, pile number two. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides. For my beautiful pile number twos, please help me connect with their heart chakras, the heart chakras of their person. Please help me channel the collective energy into my beautiful pile number twos as we look at, is their person ready for a relationship? Let's do it, pile number two. Okay, I'm getting the word theta. So theta waves. Theta is like brain waves, right? So those relaxing theta waves, I think is what they are. So let's go ahead, pile number two, and get into it. I feel like some of you in pile number two could be into like robotics or technology is also what I'm getting, all right? Or you could have kind of an analytical profession is what I'm feeling, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. My wonderful, I'm also getting the word peach. I don't know why. Some of you may have a nickname or a person in your life with that name, or maybe you want one or you've thought of one, or used the peach emoji recently, but okay, let's get into it. Pile number two, let's do it, my babies. Is this person ready for a relationship? Play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious, okay? So I'm just gonna get out all the oracle cards. Emotions are running high, super moon, ooh, forgiven, and soon, okay? We have dreaming of your sweet, sexy body, quirky baby, be my lady. These are from my deck. We have chemistry, oh, that's nice. Passion, feeling it, trust. Okay, you know, it was funny when I started this, I saw this on the bottom of the dirty little grab bag. I saw the one night stand here, and I was like, are some of you worried that this is gonna be a one night stand or isn't gonna be a thing, and that's why you're here asking this question? Let's go ahead and see elephant, okay? Loving that. We have the moon and feelings. We also have the super moon here, all right? And getting that Sagittarius Pisces type of feel here. We have the second house of assets. We have Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so I do feel like some of you guys are like, damn, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can trust this mofo or trust this situation. Oh my God, look at this. The World card, look at that booty riding the globe. What continent is she riding, right? What is it? Looks like she's on top of the North Pole, okay? Well, and that's funny, Labradorite and Northern Lights energy, okay? So we have a lot of Saturn energy in this reading, right? And it's like, don't be so serious, play and have fun. And we have giving and receiving, moon in Taurus, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, we also have, yeah, Taurus energy. So we have Taurus, Sagittarius, Pisces. We could have an earth sign with a very whimsical sign, like a Pisces, a Sagittarius, or a Gemini. And some of you guys are like, is this person actually like for real, or what? Okay. We have the Scarab, restoration of life and transformation. Okay. So, my beauties in pile number 2, is this person ready for a relationship? Well, you know, they need to, I mean, I think they have a lot of chemistry. There's no doubt there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion here. But there's this, you know, there's this notion of playing and enjoying, all right? It's this notion of enjoying each other, enjoying the mood, going with the flow. I'm seeing the word pasta and anti-pasta here. And I don't know if you guys went out 444 on my clock right now. I don't know if you guys went out together, you had pasta. I'm also seeing the number 13. So some of you could have a birthday on the 13th. Or the number 13 is important here. But yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys could have had drinks, or you went out, or you had something to eat. But, you know, the spirit of play is important in this connection. So it's like there's a lot of chemistry, passion, and I think that this chemistry came on pretty strong, right? And I think the emotions got real turned on immediately here with this super moon. Emotions are running high. And some of you guys may have, you know, screwed this person, right? One night stand here, you may have screwed this person kind of early on in the connection, which, hey, no judgment, pile number 2, especially if you got that chemistry, passion, all of that going on. But I feel like some of you are like, shit, you know, I don't know if I should have done that, because now I'm like, what the hell's going to happen here, right? Like I went crazy, like riding the hell out of this person, grinding on them, doing all this crazy stuff that I normally wouldn't do. And now I'm sitting around wondering, shit, did I violate some weird rule or something? And some of you guys are like, you know, maybe I should have taken this a little bit slower, feeling that Taurus and Scorpio energy too. It's like the deep passion and trust, right? And, you know, and I do feel like there's a message here for you, pile number 2, like forgive yourselves too. Like don't hold yourself, you know, like don't beat yourself up if that's your situation, for God's sakes, because Spirit is saying no. Like you went where you went where you wanted to go in this connection because you were feeling it. And we have the moon here with feelings, and you know, and there was a lot of, you know, sexual reciprocal type energy. And I want you to know that this person was pursuing, or was pursuing you as much as, you know, you were feeling it as well, pile number 2. Like it just isn't on your shoulders, right? Like this person also, you know, there's this equality of going on with the 6 of Pentacles, and it's like the feelings are returned here, giving and receiving emotions, all right? And I do think that you are going to hear from this person soon. I'm getting the letter M here, L and M. I do think you will hear from this person soon, pile number 2, if you've been like, like that was so hot, but like what next, right? And I do think you're going to hear from this person soon, all right? And I do think that they have feelings for you too. And this is my quirky baby, be my lady. This is the Fool card from my deck, or what I equate to the Fool card. And, you know, and I think that your person, they have feelings for you too. I think they show them maybe a little bit differently than what you're used to, pile number 2. And this person could be a little bit quirky or different emotionally. They may have like Moon Uranus conjunction or something like that in their chart. But, or you could too as well, pile number 2. You may be a bit quirky with the way that you show how you feel too. And if you guys both are like that, then congratulations, you're going to be a freaking match, okay? Because the 6 of Pentacles is about success in this situation, all right? And feelings are going to be running high on both ends here. And I do think that there is a lot of practical energy here too at the base of this reading. There's a lot of Saturn, Taurus, and Scorpio energy here at the base of this reading. And there is actually emotional maturity here too, pile number 2, believe it or not, with the elephant showing up here. There is a passion and a fire that burns. If you guys like music, or they like music, or you guys connected on music, you know, or you were like, I had no idea they liked that group or that band or that singer. I do feel like there could be a connection there that helps spark this up. I feel like one or both of you could have very sensitive hearing, you know, or sounds or music really affect you, I feel like. And yeah, and with this dreaming of your sweet, sexy body, we have this dream catcher kind of energy. And yeah, so I mean, I think that there is emotional maturity here. I think that there is more of a long-lasting potential here. And I do think it could turn into something with trust here. It's like, you know, I think you guys may have done something quite quickly sexually, or if you haven't actually done anything sexually with this person, the talk has gotten very sexual is what I feel like. And some of you are like, fuck, you know, I don't know, right? Because you're wondering, like, should I have done that or not? And, you know, it's safe to trust in this situation. We have trust, passion, and chemistry, okay? So some of you guys are like, man, you know, I gave it all away, or I talked a big game, or whatever it was, pile number 2. But I do feel like the energy is going to be reciprocated, okay? And I do feel like this connection is going to go from emotions running really high and not being sure what's going on to kind of things settling into a little bit better, more stabilizing kind of an energy, okay? I would say the only thing that you could really do here, pile number 2, to maybe like, I do feel that this person is interested. I do feel like this person with the elephant card here, the energy of play, and I'm meaning play in a good way, all right? Like in a Leo type of a creative, fun play, okay? And I do feel like there is feelings here, and there could be some relationship potential here, pile number 2. I think where you need to watch it is, you know, getting really restless is the word that I'm getting. Like getting really restless about this connection and trying to kind of force it, okay? And not really just trusting where it's gonna go is what I'm getting. That's what I think you need to do. And I think if you can kind of play along with that, or you can kind of get groovy with that, I feel like things could be good with this person, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Are they ready for a relationship, Spirit? I mean, I think this person has a tendency to kind of jump into things physically, even if you don't really know much about this person yet. Like, watch out for that energy, because I think they do have a tendency to jump into things quickly physically. But I'm not, if you're having fun, I'm not telling you not to do it, pile number 2. I'm just saying, you know, like, just, you know, keep your little eyes open, keep your little ears and eyes peeled and open, all right? So is this person, are they ready for a relationship, Spirit? Are they ready? 7 of Wands. So I think this person has been very defensive at times in their life, like holding back, not wanting to, you know, guarding themselves, trying to defend themselves against an invisible enemy, you know, not taking something when it's right in their face. I feel like this person may have had a lot of people that want them. I feel like this person could be kind of like, you know, like conventionally attractive, or kind of like a Rico Suave energy. You know, I'm not saying like a fuckboy or a player, so keep your panties, you know, from falling off when I say that, pile number 2. Don't get your panties in a bunch, I guess is what I'm saying, pile number 2. But I do feel like this person just hasn't really found in the past. I feel like they haven't really found that person. But they are open to it. With the Lovers, they are open to it. And they clearly have a choice. Like, do they want to transform and change their life? Do they want to move into something more mature with someone? With the 2nd house energy here, it's like some of them could be worried about tying up money with someone else, or like the practicalities of things, or things like that. But I do feel like this person is more open these days to love than they ever been, okay? And in the past, I feel like they just weren't having it. It's like they were avoiding it more than they were actually doing it, all right? But I do think that this person is, you know, and as they change and grow up, because this is a general reading, so think about where this person is at in their life. You know, like, where are they in their life, right? Are they older? Are they younger? Not to say that younger people aren't ready for commitment, but, you know, what is their mentality, right? And I feel like in the past, this person was very avoidant towards relationships. And they may tell you about that they were avoidant. And some of you may get a little bit spooked when they tell you that, pile number 2, but, you know, I think but they're open to it now. Like, with the Queen of Wands energy, I feel like that this person is really looking for someone dynamic that can hold their attention, that likes to play and have fun. They could be looking for a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? And I feel like that this person's like, hey, like, you know, and I feel like they might have seen their parents' relationship, or they might have seen some other relationships around them that were very boring or stagnant. And this person likes passion and chemistry and excitement, right? But the deeper love comes with trust and commitment, right? And I think that this person is starting to understand this, although I do think, you know, flashy objects still get their attention, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but they are becoming more romantic. 6 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. When this person meets someone, like, I feel like in their earlier life or earlier on, they were meeting people that were just like, no. It just wasn't clicking for them. But as they go on in life, this person is going to, they may not understand all of this yet, pile number 2, but they will. All right, because when they do, when they meet someone that really kind of gels with them, that kind of really gets their juices flowing in a certain way, somebody that they feel like they knew, like is very familiar to them, that they knew before, somebody that they can laugh with, that just gets them. I feel like this person is going to wake up and realize that they actually are a romantic soul, okay, with the Knight of Cups here. And I think that they could have seen this with their parents, like one of their parents having a wandering eye while the other one was kept waiting, etc. They could have seen examples of this in their childhood. But I feel like this person's going to start to understand their heart a little bit more here. All right, I do. And they're all, like I said, they're all at various stages of evolution here. So depending on, you know, where they're at in their journey. Are they still pushing love away? Because I feel like some of them are going to have a wake-up call and realize that, you know, they are actually romantic. They're passionate. They're romantic. They have a heart, okay? And they're going to realize this. There's going to be, you know, with the elephant, there's going to be emotional maturity here, okay? So for my pile number 2s, is pile number 2, are you guys in pile number 2? Are you ready for a relationship? Yeah, I mean, 3 of Wands. I feel like you guys been, you know, you've been looking around and you're like, who's there? Who's there? Who dat? Who's there? You know, I can hear you coming. I can hear the train in the distance, but I don't see anything yet. And you're like, you know, I feel like a lot of you may have been actively looking or online dating or doing stuff like that with the 3 of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like with the sun came up in pile number 2 as well. I feel like you're like, God damn it, I am ready. Like, I am more ready than I have ever been. I'm standing here like, get your ass over here, motherfucker, right? I feel like you guys in pile number 2 are like, I've been waiting on you, you know, and I've been having fun. I've been doing my thing, right? In the meantime, and I've been enjoying myself and being passionate and creative and all of that and going after what I want. But 10 of Cups, pile number 2, hell yeah, coming out right underneath the Lovers. It's like, you guys are ready. You guys are like ripe fruit hanging from the vine. You're like, some of you are like, I'm ready to have kids. I'm ready to get married. Like, some of you guys are kind of, not all of you, but I feel like there's definitely going to be people here that have been like, I've been ready. Like, this is aggravating. I've been ready, okay? And yeah, and we have the Emperor. Yeah, you guys are just like, hey, just come over here and rule me, baby. Spank me, you know, wine me, dine me, 69 me. My dog is barking at that. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys are just like, yeah, and some of you are getting rather crabby and cranky about it. I feel like if you're an Aries or a Leo or a fire sign, Sagittarius, you guys, you know, fire signs are a little more impatient, not to be a generalist, right? Because we all have a whole chart. If you have any fire in your chart, particularly like Venus and Aries, or, you know, or just things like that, right? You know, if you're impatient, pile number 2. I feel like some of you guys are like, I've been dealing with these crappy choices. I've been, you know, having fun anyway and getting railed and all of that. But some of these losers are just, you know, bottom tier, whatever. Okay. Like pages, right? Like, not to pick on the poor pages, but you're just like, I'm done with it, you know? And I feel like you guys have been a little cranky over here. Okay. Yeah. You guys are like, I'm ready for a massive change and you better motherfucking bring it. All right. Some of you are going to be possibly meeting a Libra here with Justice on the bottom of the deck. But I do feel like you guys are like, my ass has been sitting here long enough waiting for someone to come and grab it and take it and spank it. And this is not an 18 plus reading, pile number 2, but I think you guys are like, yeah, I'm not standing around anymore. I'm getting really annoyed. I'm ready for it. I've been having a good attitude. I've been taking care of myself. Now, where is this motherfucker? Okay. So I feel like that's your attitude, pile number 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. When is pile number 2's ship coming in here, Spirit? When is pile number 2's ship coming in? My dog is barking for you. 3 of Cups, Spirit is like, oh, look at that. Ace of Wands is on the bottom of the deck too. That's, okay. So yeah, 3 of Cups, Spirit is like, keep rejoicing in your spirit, in your soul. Keep playing, keep having fun, keep smiling, keep kicking up your heels, you know, keep sending suggestive glances to the guy or girl in Trader Joe's, right? Keep showing a little leg, smiling a little coyly, right? Keep it up, pile number 2, because it's going to come for you, okay? And you could meet someone through a friend as well with the 3 of Cups showing up here, because this to me is also a friendship card. So you could definitely meet someone through your group of friends. So stay open, keep an open mind. And I do feel like this person could really shift their energy here, and I do feel that it's possible, but I also know that you don't want to wait around per se, pile number 2, okay? But I do think that this person, it's a journey, okay? That's what I'm seeing. It's a journey with this person, all right? So we are going to take it to the extended reading next, pile number 2, where we are going to get into, you know, what they want to do to you sexually, what will they like about you, their motivations, and then advice from your guides, pile number 3, okay? Oh, pile number 2. I don't know why I was calling you pile number 3. Sometimes I do that. I think I was thinking of that 3 of Cups, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 2, and we will see you again soon. Take care. All right, let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Selenite. I love this. I also have a piece of it right here. You guys have double Selenite angel energy going on in your reading, okay? And today's reading is called, Are They Ready for a Relationship? We're going to look at what they're working on, where they're at emotionally. Are you ready for a relationship, pile number 3? Because it's important to ask that too. And we're going to take it to the extended reading after this reading, which you can go to my Vimeo channel, click the link in the description box, and we will be hitting up the dirty little grab bag, all right? And we will be having some fun with the dirty little grab bag. We'll get 18 plus. We'll see what they want to do, what they like, what are their motivations, and advice from your guides, okay? Turned up, pile number 3. I think that is a sign for your reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, somebody here is naughty, right? 3 sums on the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 3 is, okay, so let's meditate here first. Also, I just have to point out this rainbow moonstone here. For some reason during your guys' reading, it's drawing my attention and telling me to talk about it. Maybe some of you need to get a rainbow moonstone for yourself, or look it up, or spend some time meditating with one, because I'm just feeling really connected to this in your reading, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number 3s, please help me connect to their energy, the energy of their person. Let's turn off all the distractions. Let's turn off the TVs. Let's turn off anything else that keeps us from diving fully into the energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, I don't know why I just said shut off the TV. Maybe some of you in pile number 3 are watching a lot of TV these days, or maybe you don't have TV, but you've been watching a lot of YouTube, or you've been just, you know what I mean, distracting yourselves. So let's go ahead and get into it. My beautiful pile number 3s. Is this person ready for a relationship here, Spirit? Are they ready? Pillars of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Well, they're certainly noticing you. You're like walking through a mist, right? On a Friday night, Friday the 13th. You're looking very beguiling, pile number 3. They see you in the mist and they're like, oh my God, pile number 3. Right? Like my mouth is on the floor. That wasn't a good noise, not a, but like a happy noise, like they're like drooling noise. Okay. So look at you, right? I mean, look at you here. You're like, I'm ready to part the Red Seas. I'm ready to part everything here. Like when I walk into a room, I light it up. Pillar of light. Take a time out, take time to breathe out, disseminating moon, okay? So like I said, some of you guys may be really into technology or not giving yourselves breaks. That also affects your third eye, doing a lot of TV, YouTube, just constant stimulation, right? Spirit is saying, slow it down. I'm gonna get all these out, and then we're gonna look at, is this person ready? Okay, we have fate and third party. We have devotion, the long haul. We have the root chakra. Somebody's not going anywhere. We have abundance. We have weight, okay? And we have vulnerability, all right? So there's a lot of conflicting energies here so far, pile number 3. It's like, is this person currently in a connection or trying to leave a connection? Are you currently in a connection, thinking about leaving your connection here with third party energy here? Maybe somebody here is vulnerable to third-party energy, finds themselves in triangles a lot. We did see threesomes on the bottom of here, on the bottom of this deck, right? Or some of you find yourself like in triangles, all the time, and you're just like, why the hell does that always happen, right? We have fate here. Spider, what a tangled web we weave, right? Okay, what a tangled web we weave. We have 10th house and reputation here, along with the root chakra and 4 of Pentacles. So really grounding in. And we have the 10 of Pentacles here too. We have the 10th house and spider energy. We have the 5th house of passion. All right. So we have the devil underneath weight and fate. Okay. We have the temptation, right? We have the temptation. It's like we want what we want, right? But it's like, wait, hold up, wait. Like there's a situation that needs to clear out here. We have Ace of Cups. Oh yeah, that is like, I love this picture of her, right? Like that's the tits coming out right there. Some of you may have a connection to the UK or to the water, etc. I'm seeing that here too. Reach out, 3 of Pentacles, okay, is here. And then we have structure, set goals and plans for a strong foundation. Definitely feeling that with the 4 of Pentacles, the root chakra, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10th house here with reputation and structure, the 3 of Pentacles with this building energy and the spider energy, right? Laying the right foundation here. Okay, so, and we have the pillar of light. Pillars, of course, are very strong, sturdy foundation. So definitely feeling some Capricorn energy in this reading, and possibly some Leo, Capricorn energy. Maybe you have a lot of planets in your 10th or 5th house. Maybe Capricorn Leo, Capricorn Taurus, Capricorn Virgo. You could have Virgo energy in this pile too, okay? I feel like, it's like there is fruit on the vine here with abundance, but with take time to breathe out and wait And Fate, I feel like this person needs to clear some energy out of their life, pile number 3, before they're going to be ready for a relationship. All right. With the Devil here, they're still in bondage. It says, wait, the timing isn't quite right. So it may be that this person needs to, I feel like for some of you, you guys may be at a distance and they need to move, or you need to move, or the structure around this situation needs to, a strong, solid foundation needs to be built here. I feel like it's very possible to have that happen with this person, to have a good, solid, strong foundation. There may be children involved here too, with the 5th house, creativity, romance, right? Party kind of energy. There's all this like bursting forth of passion and abundance, but for some reason here, we'll get into it, pile number 3, Spirit is saying it's time to take a time out, to breathe, the disseminating moon. So we need to pause, reassess, breathe out, go with the flow, right? And with this energy of Fate, Weight, and the Devil, I feel like your person is dealing with some issues right now, okay? And they may have a current partnership, they may be going through a divorce or a breakup, or they had a breakup recently. And if that's the case, pile number 3, I have to say, I don't feel that this person is totally ready for a relationship yet. Now, we have vulnerability and Ace of Cups. So to me, this is saying that this person has another situation that they're needing to deal with, but it doesn't mean that this person's a bad person or that they're going to try to get one over on you. I am not getting that energy at all. I think that they just have some complexities here. I do feel like when this person commits, they commit deeply. I feel like, you know, when they're like they will like worship the ground that the person walks on. When they're with a certain person, they will be there for them, etc. But they have something in their life right now. There is something that they left to chance that they should have dealt with a long time ago, okay? And that's why this situation is taking a long time to leave their life. Now, you may be in a similar situation, pile number 3, where you're wanting a new beginning in love as well. And you're looking at this person like, fuck, could you be it, right? And you're wondering like how much you should tell this person or what you should say to them, right? And Spirit is saying like, you know, there is definite potential here. You're not crazy, pile number 3. Like, you're definitely not crazy, but with the 10th house and reputation, there may be things that this person needs to take care of, like marriages to dissolve, or, you know, like if they were to do something right now with someone else, it would have an effect on their reputation or their job or their structure of their life or their money, okay? And I feel like this person's going to have to be kind of creative here and marshal all their resources in order to create a new structure and a new foundation for their life where they can have both abundance, both money and passion, okay? And Spirit is like, hold up, wait, you know, the timing is not right now. There's still, the temptation is definitely there, all right? And I'm seeing the initial A here. I'm also seeing S-I-L or S-I-U, S-I-L or S-I-U, okay? And I'm seeing A's all over the place, and the number 8 as well, okay? So, you know, the timing, and I see a W here too. So the timing is, I'm also getting the word white, like the color white, okay? And I feel like somebody doesn't really want this situation to get out in the open yet. They're like, holy shit, I gotta contain it. So they really don't want this situation out in the open yet. And I feel like, you know, but this person does have feelings for you, pile number 3, with this vulnerability and Ace of Cups. And I do think that they've shared with you a lot of stuff that they probably haven't shared with other people, and vice versa, okay? You may be with them as well. And, but they need to clear, or you need to clear, or both of you need to clear out any third-party energy or any situations that you've been tied to that you haven't been able to move out from, okay? So that needs to happen first before anybody is ready, all right? And then you can build the foundation. And I think some of you already know that. Like, this reading is just confirming that for you. But let's go ahead and see here. Spirits, angels, and guides. What needs to happen here before pile number 3's person is ready? What needs to happen here, Spirit? What needs to happen here? I mean, they need to get closure on a situation that has been, you know, holding them back for a long time, and they need to have some freedom, and freedom to move, freedom to go, freedom of choice, freedom to set their own schedules, make their own boundaries, do what they want, okay? Yeah, I mean, this person does need a reset here with the Page of Cups. It's like, you know, and I do feel like that this person is really attracted to you sexually, pile number 3. I feel like they're very into you. They're very lusty for you. This could be an LGBTQ connection as well. I feel like this person is very much noticing you, very attracted to you, very much imagining you naked, pile number 3, okay? But yeah, with the Hangman, it's just like, fuck, you know? It's like, what are we going to do about this, okay? And this person is going to need a kick in the ass from Spirit, because I feel like right now they're kind of in the fantasy. They're in this fantasy flow right now, and they're like looking at you, and they're you know, thinking about you and everything. And I feel like some of them are just like, you know, having a hard time keeping their mind on like the mundane things in life, because they are fantasizing and thinking about you, but their hands are kind of tied right now. So this situation is, yeah, King of Cups. I do feel like this person's emotions are also, you know, involved here, but I also feel like this person is smart and wise enough to know that before they leave, they have some things that they have to take care of. Yeah, Judgment, okay? So we have 3 major arcanas here. I feel like this person's going to have to go through, you know, just blindly trusting the universe, going with the flow, getting into the motion of the ocean type of thing. And some of them may not, when they leave, they may not leave with a whole lot, is what I feel like. And except for like their heart, their emotions, and the fact that they want to live their life in a new and different way. All right, I'm getting 7-Up and 7-Eleven. Okay, so like 7-Up like the soda. All right, yeah, they're High Priestess here. So I mean, the High Priestess, the Hangman, I feel like this person is going through deep internal shifts right now, emotionally and spiritually. And their guides are trying to show them the way here. They're trying to show them that it doesn't just have to be a fantasy. You could actually have this in reality, but you need to wake the fuck up, and you need to get with the uncomfortable bit of change, of going through the change, okay? And so yeah, and they need to get active. 8 of Wands, they need to start getting active and making moves, and maybe literal physical moves as well, okay? And some of them may have pets or children with this person. And I mean, they may have some complications here with this spider web, right? It's like when we get deeply involved with someone, they get ingrained in the structure of our life, and it's hard to just rip that out, you know, pile number 3. And so, I mean, I think that this person has the emotional capacity to love and to care and all of that, but they're going to have to, you know, not be wishy-washy about it and start making some big adjustments and changes here, all right? So let's go ahead. Like they're going to actually, it's going to feel like they're going to take their life and throw it in the fire, throw it in the flames, and let it go. Okay. And that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. But let's go ahead and see. We have the Emperor, but I do feel like this person can do it. Okay. With the Emperor, it's like they're in control. They can do it. They're trying to reassure me here. And I feel like they're trying to reassure you as well in pile number 3. Like, I've got the reins on this bitch, and I can do it, right? I can control this situation. I can fix this. I can make this happen. I can push forward. I've got the resources. I can do it. I can, you know, maneuver through this, and, you know, I'm the boss of my life, and I got it, okay? I feel like this person's kind of trying to reassure you, pile number 3 here, that they can do it. But it's like, for now, it's kind of like in the fantasy clouds, okay? Let's see, what else does this person have to say? Yeah, they know they've got a lot of heavy lifting here, and they know that, and I feel like for some of you, you guys know this too, and you're like, if I add one more thing to their plate, it's gonna like break in half. And this person's like, I'm strong and I've got it, and this is my mess anyway, And, you know, I kind of pulled you into this, so now I need to account for that, okay? And I feel with the Emperor here, they're trying to take responsibility for that, pile number 3. They know that their actions haven't, you know, with the 5 of Wands here, that they, by what they've done and what they've said and the way they've acted, they have created some situations that they are now responsible for, and they need to find their way out of it, okay? And that's on them. That's on them, pile number 3, okay? Now, let's go ahead and see. For my pile number 3s, is pile number 3 ready for a relationship? This is really where the rubber meets the road, right? Pile number 3, are you ready? Knight of Pentacles, baby. You're taking it sleazy, you're taking it easy. Let's go ahead and see what else we get. I mean, I feel like you guys, I'm getting the word failed starts. I feel like some of you guys have had some failed starts or some situations that have just kind of lingered and lingered, but haven't really gone too much too fast. Yeah, like it's like, you know, they start off seeming like they might be kind of decent, and then they don't really go anywhere, and then you're suddenly like, okay, this is not it, right? The Tower. Like this is, and I feel like you guys will put your energy into situations and plot along in situations, and then the universe will be like, okay, you're done with that now. You're done with that, okay? And you're not going to sit here and wait forever. I feel like, you know, you guys may be a little bit stubborn in pile number 3, or once you kind of get latched on to something, you just kind of keep latching. And then it's like the universe has to like make a call and be like, you know, okay, pile number 3, like, nope. Okay, let's see. Is pile number 3 ready for a relationship? Some of you guys may have, yeah, you know, and some of you are like, well, why do I keep attracting these kind of situations, right? And some of you, I feel like with the Tower here, are still looking back at a situation or a breakup or in your own life that you thought was going to go a certain way and be really stable and productive union, and it didn't turn out that way. And I think some of you thought you were dealing with the King of Pentacles, but you really weren't, you know. And, you know, you're looking back on this situation, and I do feel like some of you guys are still feeling a bit angry and defensive because of some of the things that may have happened in the past, and you're just not, you know, and I feel like some of you get upset. You're like, well, why do I, you know, keep attracting these types of situations? Because I'm fly as hell, Ace of Cups, looking good, right? And I'm vulnerable, and I'm willing to put in the effort, right? But I feel like some of you guys are still kind of looking back at the past and still kind of doing cleanup duty on the past, okay? Yeah, but guess what? Get ready for change, pile number 3. Get ready for it, because I do think that, you know, within 2021, you guys are going to have a major reset here, and somebody really unexpected is going to walk onto the scene. And I think that they're really going to surprise you, okay? And I feel like they're going to show you a new direction. They're going to show you, don't keep looking back, look this way. And I feel like your guides are trying to tell you too, be more spontaneous, be less attached to the outcome, right? Be more open to whatever the fuck happens, right? And just channel and harness that energy and go this way, don't go that way, okay? So your guides are also saying, try to be with somebody different. Try to be with somebody that you, a style or a person, or maybe even a different gender, pile number 3. Like, try to do something different, all right? Like, you need to mix it up, I feel like, is what your guide, yeah. They're like, get a little bit crazy, you know? No more of this Knight of Pentacles shit. Not that I have anything against the Knight of Pentacles, but they're like, it's time to get hype. It's time to get wild. I mean, some of you guys, maybe you need to go out with an air sign or somebody just that has a really active, fun mind that wants to take you to do a lot of stuff and kind of just keeps you busy and gets your mind off of things, I feel like, okay? And I think some of you guys are like, hey, I tried to do that, but when I did that, all I found was, you know, liars, manipulators, and bullshit. And Spirit is saying here with this Strength card, yeah, we know. They're saying, we know, pile number 3. And in this card, you guys are the lion, and your spirit guides are the woman reaching over and gently closing the lion's mouth, okay? And your guides are like, you know, infinity to infinity. We love you always, and we love how you stand your ground and how resilient and how strong and just how fierce you can be. And we get it. We get that you've been through shit and now you yourself are feeling resistant, okay? But we're here to calm you. We're here to help you and calm you. I feel like both you and this person that you came here for are getting really strong signals and help from your guides right now. And if some of you guys are like in your house and your lights flash, of course, if you're not in a place where the power is going out, but let's say your lights flash, or you feel like you see something or the lights flash, that is your guides letting you know that we're here, okay? And I feel like that's the sign that you guys are going to be getting. So pile number 3, I hope you guys loved your reading. I absolutely loved your reading, loved your energy, loved everything about it. And we are going to go ahead and move on to the extended reading where we're going to hit up the dirty little grab bag and we're going to find out what they want to do, what they like, what their motivations are, and advice from your guides, okay? So thank you so much, pile number 3. Take care, my beauties, and bless you on your journey.